Hi everyone, welcome back, and today is the 4th of March 2021, and again we have a market drop and most of the trader is losing money, especially trader that is long the market. And being a long trader, that means I'm always long in the market. I don't short the market. So my account was also suffering a loss, quite a big loss. But in today, I just want to talk about a topic on ARK. What is ARK selling this week, or basically this 2 weeks, and what is Cathie Wood doing? Have we reached a market bottom? Let's take a look at the Nasdaq chart. It looked pretty ugly because over the last 2 weeks, we have seen that the market has been dropping, and worse off, they have broke another level. So Nasdaq have been dropping for the last 2 weeks, and in fact I thought that this level would have hold. Let me bring a ruler. I thought that this level would have hold, but they broke through it. So the next level, we are seeing a support, which is right here. So I hope that this level would really hold, which is the current level. If not, then the next level could be somewhere here or here. That would be pretty bad for the trader like me. So what is ARK Invest doing, or what is Cathie Wood doing now? Let's take a look at the ARK fund. I like to use the ARKK because the ARKK is the most popular and best performing fund for ARK. So I mean, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, they have reached the all-time high of 159, close to 160. And today the fund is at 125. They have just lost more than 20% of the fund in just 2 weeks. But because you have to understand that ARK is also a long trader, they can only long. They are not a short sell fund. So their fund only can long stock. If you are long a stock, and when the market have a correction or a crash, then the fund will definitely be affected. And I just want to go back to the Nasdaq chart again, because the hit right now is actually on the Nasdaq. So this is a daily chart. Then we can see that the market has been dropping. But when we switch it to a higher time frame, let's say a weekly chart, then the uptrend is basically still intact. We are still on the uptrend, but this is a longer time frame. For me, I usually do a trade that is from weeks to 2 months or 3 months. So I'm not that of a long-term trader. But let's take a look at what is ARK doing. If we go to this website again, and we just take a look. Okay, Tesla has been their #1 stock for ARK in a few of their fund. Then we can see that ARK has been investing in Tesla as the price is going down. They are still buying Tesla. But today I just want to talk about what is the stock, or which stock is ARK actually selling. Then we take a look at this stock, TSM. This is a Taiwan Semiconductor, which is a chipset manufacturer. I'm actually still bullish on this stock, but let's see what is ARK doing. ARK has been selling off their stock. From accumulation, they went off to sell off a lot of their stock. Now they just have under 2 million shares on this TSM. At the peak, I think they have about 5 million. So which means that in the last 1 week, they have reduced the number of shareholding on TSM from 5 million to 2 million. That is a lot. But does that mean that this stock is going down, TSM? Of course, if you look at the TSM chart, then the stock has been coming down because basically all the stock is coming down at this moment. So does that mean that they have no confidence or they think that TSM is coming down? We'll touch on this one in the later part. But let's take a look at some other stock. Need to switch it to the trade. They are buying on Zoom. Okay, Palantir. Let's take a look at Palantir. Then they have buy pretty much because as the Palantir price stable at about below 25, they have been buying a lot of Palantir. TDOC they are buying. And I just want to touch on another stock. I saw it early on today when I'm doing some research. Let's take a look. Okay, this one there wasn't a lot of buying or selling, but I was just looking at the Snap, SNAP. So there is a lot of selling going on Snap. Now they have basically sell off a lot of position on this for the last 1 week. Again, does that mean that this stock is going to go down? That we do not know, but this is just an indication that ARK is selling a lot of this stock, Snap. So we want to be aware of all this. Okay, there's this stock that I noticed, SPLK. First off, I didn't know what stock is this or what is the company doing. I didn't research into this particular stock, SPLK. Then we can see that the ARK or Cathie Wood has basically liquidated everything. I think it's close to everything. Right now they only have 25,000 shares in this company. So from the last 1 month, they have liquidated everything on this. And then we just take a look at one more stock that everybody is familiar with, Apple. Then ARK has been selling the last 1 or 2 weeks. They have accumulated Apple all the way until the last 2 weeks. They start selling off again. And they sell off quite a bit because from the high of 1.5 or 1.6 million share, now they are just holding 700,000 share. So they sold off almost 1 million share on Apple for the last 2 weeks. So does that mean that Apple is not doing well? That's why they decided to sell Apple. We need to understand how a fund manager actually works. Okay, if we talk about SPY, when you buy into SPY, you are basically buying into S&P 500. Then the fund is very straightforward. The amount of money that is received by investor for SPY, they are buying into S&P 500 stock. They have to buy in the same percentage on how the stock is made up of. So they can't be buying more Tesla. If Tesla only make up, I don't know how many percent of the S&P 500, they can't be buying more. They can't be buying more Apple. But for ARK Invest is different. This is the fund that is made up of many stocks. But Cathie Wood has the choice to make the weighting because they are not bound by the rule of the SPY. So they are free to allocate the fund to whichever stock that they think that is a high growth or that can give better return. What all these fund, in fact, ARKK or any other hedge fund, what they are trying to do is they are trying to outperform S&P 500. If they cannot outperform S&P 500, then there will be no point to invest in all these funds. So for ARK, they can have the flexibility of investing in whichever stock that they think has a higher growth. But like I say, because they can only long, they can't short. So when there's a market correction, then their fund will definitely go down. Same as my account. My account has been going down because I'm only a long. I don't take short trade, or I rarely take short position. So my guess is the previous few stocks that I have mentioned that they have been selling, what ARK is actually doing is, I believe they are trying to channel the fund into a better stock. I don't know which is the better stock that ARK is buying right now. I haven't researched into that. But I believe they are selling off all the other stock, maybe because the growth, they don't see the growth in the short term. Maybe they want to channel the fund, the money, into another stock. So by selling all this, they could have channeled their money in another stock. Let's think about this. If you have 100,000 to invest, okay, then probably you want to invest in a lot of stock. But let's say you can only choose one stock, and Apple is a stable stock. But in the next 3 to 6 months, you think that Apple is going to grow 10 or 20%. That's fine. That's a good return. Don't get me wrong. But then there's another opportunity for stock XYZ. And this stock also has a potential to grow, and the growth is 30 to 50%. Would you want to invest your 100K in Apple, or do you want to invest your 100K in the XYZ stock? So I believe that is what Cathie Wood is doing. And I want to point back to one article that happened last year. Warren Buffett basically sell off all the airline stock when there is a coronavirus going on in the world. And Warren Buffett admit that he made a mistake. From this article, I can see that Warren Buffett invested in 4 airline stock, and basically he sold off everything during last year first quarter. And he invested about 8 billion according to the article, and he have sold off all the stock and collect back about 4 billion. So he lost 4 billion by investing in the airline stock. But at that point of time, airline stock was the one that suffered the worst. And there's a lot of comment going on that Warren Buffett sold off the airline stock at the low. And in fact, a lot of people actually profit from airline stock by buying into airline stock, and the airline stock is now not going back to the all-time high, but at least it's off the low from where Warren Buffett is selling. But did Warren Buffett make a mistake by selling off the airline stock? Personally, I think that when Warren Buffett made that decision to sell off the airline stock last year, he collected back the $4 billion from whatever is left. But if he have do nothing and continue on the airline stock, maybe the $4 billion can go back up to 6 billion. I don't know, because I don't know what is the weightage of his airline stock. But I believe he wanted to channel the 4 billion into other stock. And if last year Warren Buffett have channeled into any other tech stock like Zoom or Tesla, then the 4 billion could easily double, and he could recruit back his investment. Although he have a loss on the airline stock, but he could easily recruit back his losses if he invests in the right stock. What I'm trying to say is that if our investment went bad, and if you think that the potential for another stock is better, then it is okay to take the loss, channel the fund into another stock. In fact, my account has a loss, but most of this stock, I'm still pretty bullish on it, except for some of the speculative stock, which I will try to get rid when I have a chance. If not, I'm still bullish on Apple, definitely. I'm bullish on NIO. I'm bullish on Fubo. So for me, I'm holding on to my stock, and I will see how the market do for the next 1 or 2 weeks. I try not to open any new position because I just want to let the calm settle for the market. And when we are settling down, then I will try to open new position again. For now, I will just stick to my current position, and most of the stock I'll be assigned, and then I'll turn around and sell a call. So that's all for today's video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video when I have an update. If you like the video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.